What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today in our Las Vegas Raiders franchise. I almost called it an online franchise because of our Dolphins franchise. Also for the fact that we are usually online live on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr streaming this series, which we are right now. Maybe, stop by. And if not, well, what's wrong with you, man? Like, subscribe to this channel then at least. Like, you got to do something. You got to do your part. We're doing our part. Come on, man. But of course, this is what the team looks like. Obviously, we've had a little bit of injuries. This is why the team kind of looks weird. Because with the injury to Renfro, things got wild out here. And, okay, so that's a little bit better. We probably should sign another wide receiver because we're a little thin there. But, it is what it is. But obviously, Derek Carr has played a pretty good season. A couple more picks than we would have liked. Jacobs, pretty solid season. O-line, once again, has taken a couple of hits as well. But other than that, they've played better than we would have expected. Darren Waller is who we thought he was. And then Ruggs, when he's not injured, is a very hard guy to cover. Defensively, Clelin Ferrell is currently just playing every position. Why not, right? Like, it's just... It makes sense at this point. I think he's going to play left end, but the rush DT spot as well. So Carl Nassib's going to be filling in for that spot when he's actually at rush DT, which he's been great at. I mean, this is like the comeback player of the year, the defensive MVP. Just give him every award possible. Safeties are all right. We got a little bit of morale drop. Linebackers definitely need an upgrade in the offseason. Cornerbacks have been just good enough, but even them, they're a little worrisome. I mean, some of these guys we might want to re-sign, but yeah, Richie Incognito, I imagine, is going to be gone. So I don't really know what else to say about that one. So we do also get our defensive line strength upgrade, which is actually really big. +4 to all defensive ends and DTs for strength. +4 for that. That's absolutely insane. And we are now insane strength. We probably should have went for the offensive line one first, but... here we are. What do you want? But let's go to Week 18 against those Chargers, who are, of course, 7-9. They turned it around a little bit, but overall, they didn't really, they're still 7-9. And if the playoffs started today, we would be at seed number 7, which I would assume, unless there's some crazy, insane, tie-breaking scheme thing, that if we don't score like 35 points and they score less than 10, I assume if we win, we're in. That's what I'm seeing here. Win and in. We also have a breakout. Let's take a look if we had a player of the week. Oh, man, please don't lose. The Chargers are good. They're 7-9 for some reason, but they're good. Derek Carr with a player of the week as well. Definitely deserving. But let's do it. Let's just rip this Band-Aid off. And speaking of breakout, it's Yannick Ngakoue. That seems like an interesting name for such an old guy at normal dev to get that. That's a little strange, but sure, I'm not gonna, hey, we're never too old to dream. I don't know. So they pass the ball pretty well. They rush not great. So they like to throw it short. Like, it says deep pass. I don't know where these numbers are coming from, though. I get they have a lot of yards, but aren't they like a short pass team? Like, they're very possession-y. Go against the report, and I'm going to go short defense, and I also think we have to go half pads. This is a very important game, but at the same time, we're kind of thin on backups, on depth, and our guys are tired. Even offense is even worse. Like, freaking 81 percentile. Derek Carr split for a fact. Running back split for a fact. Wide receiver, I don't want to get Ruggs injured. He's split. The center and basically the right side of the line is all going to start here. And we're going to back up the tight end. We're not trying to risk anyone too crazy here. So let's hope that is good enough. And we are going to be attacking them right up the middle, just like it says, as the DTs in LA, I must call them San Diego, definitely not the greatest we've seen. And hopefully there's no injuries once again. There was a little bit of fatigue this week. This is the biggest week of fatigue we've seen in a while. And let's see what we land. No injuries. Once again, I'm kind of a noob with this, so I'm not 100% sure if it shows you or you have to look yourself. And okay, so these suck. But obviously, it is what it is. So I think mathematically, like, these guys can return for the Super Bowl. So I'm not going to put them on the injured reserve. So, we're just going to leave it there. And we do have some upgrades. Henry Ruggs is one of those guys. Going to go route runner. He's got all the speed in the world. His hands are actually surprisingly great. it just comes down to just him getting open. And obviously, his ratings have definitely improved very, very much so this season. Of course, Nate Davis could get scheme fit, doesn't. Obviously, for an interior guy, you want to work on the power move stuff. Not a bad upgrade anyways, though, and yeah, very good trade from us. What do we even give them? It must have been something significant, because he is a pretty good player. Alec Ingold, my guy. Actually really talented. We get him the ball a decent bit. 3 to carrying, that's actually pretty big, because, once again, we like to give him the ball in the goal line. Daniel Carlson, the best kicker in the league this season. That's just going to suck. It's going to mean nothing. And then for Divine Diablo, a guy that really has started off a lot slower than I was hoping, gets to a 70 overall, minus that morale drop. Obviously, a very good player. And, I mean, let's get into it. So for gameplay sliders, I've been tweaking them a lot. Once again, for me, all Madden, it's kind of like sometimes the AI will destroy you. A lot of times it's just still broken Madden. This is what I have it on, and I feel like the games are competitive, not too easy, not too hard. And, this is, like I said, what I've been working on. I've been trying to change some of the flags, though, because, as we know, in real life, offsides and holding are very common, and we've not seen as many as we deserve. Don't want to put face mask up, because then everyone's just going to lose their helmet. And then, of course, for the roughing the passer, you basically have to just say there's not going to be roughing the passer calls, because the AI just goes weird. They get wild. I don't know. Let's not suck. Let's not suck. Are those like metal grates on the top? Like, could birds not just like crap all over us? I suppose that could also happen with an open dome in general. And I wonder if it does. Like, do birds fly up that high often? Like, I don't know how high a stadium is. And I don't know if these are questions that really matter on game day of the biggest game of the season, but I'm thinking about it. Oh, it's not metal grates. What the hell is it? Is that marshmallow? Like, is that marshmallow roof? This is not. Okay. It is what it is. Yeah, but obviously, very big game going up against the Chargers. We faced them once before. We did beat them. I can't remember exactly every detail of that game, which we probably should, because it's going to be key in winning this one. Their offensive line's good. We are obviously without Max Crosby. We're shifting our line around, and obviously our guys are tired. They've been putting in overtime lately to try and get us these wins, and they've done a hell of a job. Offensively, we've lost some players, weekly, and some of them, like you said, Hunter Renfrow, Max Crosby, we've been losing these guys long-term. We're about as healthy as we've been for the most part of this season, and we've almost always been missing one key starter or two all year, so there's not really much more we can do there. And, of course, they're going to get the ball first, which means the pressure's kind of off of us, obviously, and for the Chargers, with the amount of talent they have, they are going to be trying to win. There's a lot of guys, on the roster. They're going to try to find a new home and get paid top dollar. And then, obviously, the coaching staff's got to prove something. Otherwise, they're going to be out of there themselves. Once again, you don't lose not only the playoff spot, but also a 500 season or better with this squad and just, have nothing wrong with you. You're going to be in some trouble. Justin Herbert seemed to play a pretty good season. It's pretty modest numbers, pretty good numbers. Corey Littleton, makeshift kind of play on Eckler. We're going to go on the inside, and they're going to get the first down to what looks almost like Vincent Jackson. Rest in peace. Is that MVS? Is that not MVS? He's got a long name on his back. Huge hit. Is that Abram? It is. I still don't know who that is. I mean, he's the number 3, so it'd be fitting. 2nd and 7, no run here either. Oh my, we bumped that tight end. And Divine Diablo, perfect coverage out the backfield. I don't know if he thought it was Eckler there or what's the call, but why do they have Justin Jackson running that wheel route there? That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. From the 42-yard line, 3rd and 7, Clellan forces the ball out early, and Justin Jackson, once again, a guy that I don't feel is as nearly as agile as Eckler, gets the ball and just can't do anything with it. He's just too stiff. Plus 13 on the touchdown to pick ratio. Not great. Once again, we put up those kind of yards. You're obviously touted as one of those risk takers, but at the end of the day, if you're able to win the game doing what you do, I mean, no one can really complain. So obviously we're happy with how the season has gone so far. Can we cap it off with a playoff berth. And we're not going to risk it. We might have had Willie Snead there, but you have Waller open. You don't freaking ignore the man. 20 yards gained. And we were talking about their weak DTs. They just got weaker. Linval Joseph out from the game now. Up the middle should be very deadly. And it is kind of. I mean, it's not really up the middle, but we still gain about 9, 10. And now they lose Jarrell Casey. Did we put a spell on them? I'll be honest with you. I kind of forgot some of the older names they got. I know they're not like super great anymore, but they're okay. Now they aren't. They're gone. As Jacobs up the middle is going to gain about 6 or 7. And Jacobs just wide open again. And oh my God, what is that throw? I don't even think he got the foot down. He didn't. The right foot was not down. That's an easy first down. I mean, it's a little bit of a late read, I can admit, but overall, that should be freaking first down easy. I don't know if I like the outside here. Can we flip the play? All right. In goal to the left. Now that's something I can get behind. Hopefully. Let's see if we actually can. In goal out the side. And I mean, he kind of sells, but I will say when your goal is a first down on 3rd and 3 and the one guy that has a chance to get you in time is being blocked by a tight end while moving, I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. You know, he doubled up on the guy, made sure he wasn't getting us. Could have set us free, but if that guy beats Waller, you know, it's a punt. And Willie Snead off the edge, we're just missing that, you know, that Ruggs speed there. Obviously, Ruggs has a better role for us now with the injury of Hunter Renfrow. And obviously, we're kind of lacking at receiver right now, so got to try to keep that guy healthy. Ruggs is, you know, somebody you don't want to just get hurt on some whimsy play there. Not going to blame Carr. They're obviously getting a significant amount of pressure on us right now. 3rd and 9. Maybe should have ran it again on that play. For the 38, I mean, this is a bit of a sellout, but it guarantees a field goal. And it guarantees more when you're Kenyon Drake, but he's short. This is a business decision. And I'm terrible at business. And we don't get it. Waller almost jumps off there. So we're going to waste the time out there. A little bit of indecisiveness from the coaching staff. I mean, this is a decision. It's tough because you're at the 30. The field goal is basically a chip shot. I think we're going to go for the field goal. Get the best kicker in football, guaranteed to get you 3. If we're at the 10, you know, maybe we're at the 5 or inside the goal line, I think you go for it. It's a win-win, but them getting a fresh drive at the 30 after a drive like that, not only do you obviously lose points and it doesn't hurt them that much, but also demoralizes you. You know, you get that such a great drive and so much effort, so many things, and then you just don't score. It hurts. It really hurts, and of course, that's not the case here. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't. We got 3 points. I just hope it doesn't hurt us. You know, who knows? Once if we only win by 1, 2, or 3. You know, it's just the way of the game. Hindsight is 20/20. I mean, we missed a couple of wide open throws from Carr as well, with no pressure, let alone with some. And they had the line ready. Justin Jackson with a first down for about 5. I'm going to live with the decision. I'm going to live with it. Even if we lose by 1, 2, or 3. But wait, no. Huh? Yeah. Whatever. You know. Carl Nassib, get in there. Underneath, and Arnett's going to miss him. Good attempt by Abram. I got to give it to these safeties, though. They do fly around. You know, the coverage isn't always the perfect coverage, but they do gun it. And Clelin Ferrell, this is a big day for him because, oh my, we should beat the right guard, simply put. As Keenan Allen's actually going to be short there. We obviously get burned there. It's supposed to be a flat coverage, and nobody's in sight. 3rd and 1, of course. Jacobs wish he could have done a little bit more on that first drive. Did all right, but definitely wanted to get his name in this game a little bit more than we did. And he's going to take the curl, and Mullen out of position a little bit. Tries to sneak a hand in there. Can't. Last time I tried to sneak a hand in somewhere, well, my aunt yelled at me. That's a cousin joke. What? 1st and 10 for the 46-yard line. McCoy getting doubled up. And, oh, my God, speaking of McCoy, he's getting trucked over. That was strange. Also, very intrigued why we haven't seen more Eckler. Did he get injured early on in the game? And we see him right out the gate, and then he just disappeared. As Clelin Ferrell is actually getting handled here, and that's not good. Herbert has a chance to run, and instead will take the throw to Justin Jefferson. Speaking of, and that's not Justin Jefferson, that's Justin Jackson. This is not the Minnesota Vikings, despite popular belief. Mullen on Mike. I actually probably prefer that over Mullen on Keenan. And huge hit fumble! Picked up by Kwiatkowski. Tackled by Herbert. That is what we've missed for a couple of weeks now. The hit sticks have just disappeared. I mean, the fumbles at least have disappeared. I don't know about the hit sticks. And of course, huge turnover. They were scoring. They were scoring. Quick throw to the outside. Kenyon Drake, spin move. Not bad, but gains only 5. Be nice to get Edwards involved as well. He's not had the greatest season, but he's also didn't have like the best looks. And there he goes. Speaking of Edwards, and Derwin kind of looked like he was going to like let him go or he got injured or something. That was strange. First down to the 32-yard line. My boy Jacobs, obviously it doesn't tell us when they return to the game from injury, which it once again does appear that that is Linval Joseph directly across from the center. And it is. It 100% is. We do not gain much. Going to end the first quarter that way. Not the hottest start, but with that fumble, we're in the driver's seat. It'd be nice to get a little bit more speed. I'm not saying everyone needs to have Ruggs. You know, not everyone needs to be as fast as Ruggs, but if we got a wide receiver that's like 93 speed or something, that'd be kind of clutch. Waller. Should have taken Waller, man. Oh, and he stops running. We had to throw that away. Now it's a 3rd and 9. Should have taken Waller. I'm, you know, overthinking it a little bit. I kind of like the deeper routes. None of them developed, though. From the 32-yard line, I don't want to just give up on the play, but a screen pass to slower Jacobs, I mean, it's, you know, not the worst call in the world. Especially when they get a decent block. Jacobs kind of slow out the back, and Jacobs gets denied. Another business decision. 4th and inches again. Jacobs right up the middle. They've got all the names in the world. Damn it, another timeout wasted. Of course, it is the first half. Not as important. We're just getting another field goal. Damn it, cannot get there. They are sound. They have come to play today, especially that defensive line. And of course, Daniel Carlson has not missed a field goal yet this season. And that will continue to be the case. I don't care. It's not jinxing him. He's just that dude. He's just good. Is Keenan also injured? Maybe it's fatigue, actually. As McCoy's going to get kind of locked up here, and we stop him. A gain of 2. Yeah, I'm thinking the fatigue. I mean, it's been a long season. That extra game here definitely hurting the majority of players in this league. And, I mean, we've even been affected by it. Divine Diablo forces the 1-yard loss. And now, just like that, the Chargers are facing yet another 3rd and 9 here. Chance to get them off the field early again. To the outside, we get burned inside, and that's a dumb decision. I mean, it's not a bad decision, but he had a better ones. Mike Williams going up against a 5'9" corner, not the worst call in the world, but that's a force. I mean, this is kind of giving me like Phillip Rivers flashbacks here. Just throw it up to Mike Evans when in trouble. As we probably should have cut it right, but up 6-0. Once again, we would have liked to be up by a little bit more. But overall, the field goal decisions seem to be a good one. I mean, we're stopping them. We're getting points. Keep on doing this. You could win just field goals if we can't get in. If we're struggling to get in, we'll do just field goals here. And I don't like this. Oh, that's a good play. Ruggs slips it for the 34-yard line. Maybe a gain of like 30 or 40 there, speaking of. And Jacobs, I thought it was going to be a big day for him, but overall, their pass rush is... You know, their D-line, I suppose, has kind of defended the run more than the pass. And, of course, 5 rushes for 31. Kenyon Drake on the read option. They do kind of have that outside corner, but it is what it is. And Derek Carr going to just try to take one. Derek Carr's that kind of guy. Especially with what is on the line in this game, he will take the hit. Obviously, he's not going to slide down and die. He's taking that hit every day of the week. And also, I wish I had this play for Dolphins franchise. Like, that play looks good. If Edwards was Fuller or the other guy, Waddle, damn, how do you stop it? 3rd and 3. We need this. And who else but Waller? Well, I mean, there's a couple of guys, but Waller's great too, and he gets to the 10. Beggars can't be choosers, but man, I'm begging next time for us to go down shorter. I don't want to be at the damn 10. You're not that guy. Edwards probably should have rack caught it, but very late read across. Middle linebacker inched towards the play. Really, really freaking scary stuff. Glad we didn't throw the pick 6. And they're kind of creeping on the inside. This looks like a freaking run coming up the middle or a blitz up the middle. They might fall for this. And they did! Oh, they did, but Nwosu caught it. Everyone fell for it but Nwosu, and of course the other guy had a chance to get to him because Nwosu fell for it. I don't want to waste our final timeout already, but like, I kind of would have liked something where 2 running backs come out the backfield. And that's a false start. Damn it. Try to get them offside, and instead we actually get the freaking false start penalty. That's a massive L. Waller, back of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. That was a good play call. Obviously, Ruggs is one of those fast guys. Got to be worried about the slant and all that stuff. And we found him. We found him because Ruggs dragged him out. Waller in the back of the end zone. You just can't leave him one-on-one. You just simply can't. What a play. What a play. Great throw. Great drive. And we're on top. 13-0. Not bad. Those field goals looking mighty fine right now. That looked like a false start. And, oh, wow, what an effort there. That looked like a false start by, was it the fullback? Whoever motioned. Arnett has been better, but I wouldn't say he's, like, insanely good. We backed off the blitz. And a chance to pick it. Trayvon Merrick does. And I got to say, this has been all coverage today. The coverage has been on fire. The crazy part is that's only his 2nd pick of the season. I know we haven't really taken the ball away too much, but even that seems low. Play action attempt. And oh, come on, Edwards. Good try. I saw the tight end get open left last second. That was a little bit harder of a throw, which is kind of wild because we just threw it across the field a mile. But ultimately, you know, it was a risk. One-on-one, we have tallerness. Jacobs up the middle, 2nd down run. Last second, try to cut it. Didn't, lost a yard. Chargers defense, I mean, I know they've given up some points, but overall, they've done what they can. They're just not getting any help from their offense right now. And this is where we can also try to go for another false start. Or, offside. Neutral. And we hike it. We don't. Edwards, I mean, if Waller is open enough, it could drag Edwards open. And there is a I wouldn't even say a miscommunication. That was just bad. I mean, Ruggs is open there. If we lead him up with a decent ball, that's a 1st down and then some. As Clelin Ferrell's going to get the spin move. He's been pretty deadly at those, and a really good catch there by the backup tight end. Actually, might have been promoted to the #1 tight end, Trey Burton. Been seeing a little bit of him today. 1st and 10 from the 23, and on the run. 50-50 ball. Obviously, if we didn't get that pressure off the edge last second, I don't know. I feel like you can fit that ball in. Oh, Robertson is still #1 on him. I feel like you can fit that ball into the right side. So glad we got some pressure. Oh, my, there's no one on him. We were just talking about how Abrams has played well today, or this season, and he gets absolutely torched. I know man coverage really isn't his thing per se, but yikes, that is a huge, huge beat there. And, of course, a little bit easier. I know it's a tight end, but you know he should have the speed on him. We leave the running back. He's open for a touchdown. Oh, thank God, it was a sit-down. And there's another sack for Clelin on the season. The potential defensive player of the year, coming up with maybe sack number 14. Going to. Over the middle, and they're going to get pretty much back to the line of scrimmage. Carl Nassib, 3rd and 14. They have all the time in the world. They're just going to take the shot, and Robertson gets the revenge, gets the pick, and takes it back to the 21-yard line. The 5'9" man jump balls, Mike Williams. How in the world? Always showing up and saying, hey, we're good. Look at this. Wow, oh, you are good. And then they do that. It's like, oh, that's why they lose. I'm going to take Waller underneath. Pretty good throw considering the pressure. And oof, upended. We don't really need this drive, but we kind of have them reeling, right? This defense has got to be frustrated. To the outside, and I don't even think he's going to get his feet down. Great, now we give him another chance. It's always something with us. Of course, they only have 1 timeout, so. Ruggs looks good here. They kind of are backing up, actually. And Ruggs doesn't get that's a huge mistake. That is a huge lost opportunity. Clelin gets beat, and maybe they will do something with it. Williams gets to the 49-yard line. They're at least going to take a shot. All right. Hail Mary. And oh my, how does he not catch that? Mike Williams has that. Wow. That was something. I thought he had that. That's insane. Bring back Tyrell Williams. I think we're still going to keep the focus on running inside. We just haven't needed to do that. And I think the short pass stuff has worked. I think it's been a good decision. All right, back to the ground game. We wanted to get Jacobs something over like 100 yards this game, maybe 200. Don't know if that's going to happen, as we're overthinking it. And that's a holding call. That's a drive derailer. I mean, that could literally just give him the ball back instantaneously in the third, which is just huge. 1st and 20 after the flag. Maybe you take that. We're throwing this away. Pretty good coverage. Pretty good coverage. But realistically, they did actually really well. Ruggs could be a quick throw inside. And we're under pressure. And Ruggs has no one on him. That's just an easy first down. To the 34-yard line. Too easy. Up the middle, Jacobs. Only going to gain about 5. Definitely disappointed with the game that we have had with him so far. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, look at the way they're stacking here. I mean, we can't do anything with this. Ohio spacing. Could get Ruggs. Maybe should have taken him. And the 2 players there worked it out. Good job. Jacobs was open enough to pull the coverage away from Waller. You know, we're in trouble like that. I suppose going to Jacobs was probably the #1 read in their mind. From the 47-yard line to the outside, Jacobs, and that's the wrong hand. Can't stiff arm with your left hand when the guy's on your right. Inside Jacobs, a risky call on 2nd and 11. He slips it. Jacobs is free. An explosive one for 48. Maybe the dagger. Oh my, how does he get out of that? Huge play. And did they just shock him right in the wiener? That was a cock shock. Jacobs running through a player, then stiff arms him. Can we see it? Thank you. Look at him bust free. He's insane. Oh my. What's the next gen stats? That was just a disaster. There you go. Pretty much 40 yards after contact. Oh my. And we're just going to be throwing an interception there, unfortunately. Kind of ran out of time. I saw a couple of guys open, but the throw would have been impossible. No 2-point conversion, 19-0. One hell of a start. What a scoreline. That's interesting. And there goes Clellan with that spin move that has been deadly. And Herbert, I mean, I know he's scared of Clellan. Obviously, who wouldn't be? But, geez, man, you got to be better than that. That is just atrocious. And that spin move again. He's deadly. Sack #2. Crushing that guard. Right up the middle. And, the guard, Davis. Kind of let him dictate where he was going to go, unfortunately. I mean, they're going to give him that much cushion. There's never going to stop him there. Like, this gain of 6. There's never going to stop him. Right up the middle for Jacobs. I kind of do like the call of that, but I don't really like... Quick throw to Ruggs. I mean, he's toasted. And he gets the cut move on top of it. He's just toasted. I get it. You give him room, but not on 3rd and 1. To the outside. Oh, wow. That's a really bad job by, was it Waller? Somebody sold. Play action. The run hasn't been great for us. And that's a very good throw. Edwards holds on to it as a 25. What a dime. Right up the middle, and Jacobs really not getting the blocks we'd want, and now Joey Bosa is injured. Waller on the double. We had him, and he still have him. Ruggs is crushing him. Ruggs is absolutely killing that cornerback. Touch pass to Willie. Willie Snead! Touchdown! Let's go. The quarterback's favorite play in the NFL. Come on, Clellan. Couldn't do it. Good job by Abram. They're going to get in a little bit, but down once again, 26-0. I mean, is there like secretive bonuses here? I don't know how much the owner's worth, but like, are there bonuses here to try and like secure a better pick? Like, what's going on here? I mean, they got the first down running, but they have not had any success on offense. They simply just have not. And Clellan Ferrell kind of gets run over, does enough to knock him down. And now the guard that Clellan's been destroying is injured. Oh, they're double teaming Clellan. He still gets through and almost picked. Kwiatkowski maybe getting away with a little bit of something there. Clellan's getting locked up pretty well, and they actually get the first. Try to strip him, didn't get it to the 47. They're finally moving. I mean, look at those numbers. 159 for Herbert, 2 picks. At least with Carr's numbers, you know, our ground game has been okay. And not even just that, but we're winning, so it doesn't really matter what our numbers look like if we're winning by this much. And over the middle, Mike Williams to the 34-yard line. I gotta say, that strength boost is nice. Clellan gets tossed to the side. Of course, that man is going hard every day of the week, taking the risks. You know, get beat here and there, but it'll still make you look silly. At the end of the day, the offensive lineman's job is to win. The D lineman's job is to change the game. And obviously, Clellan's done that a few times today. Spin moved in and work, got pushed off. They're moving the ball, but once again, I mean, I don't see it. How do you win this late? Took too long to show up, I think. Pushed off instantly. Clellan with the help. They're going to be short. 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Get in there. Oh my. Hankins just got destroyed. Jesus. To the outside. Everyone kind of burned there. The Chargers make it look better. And I suppose with 2-point conversions, they're still screwed. But, you know, maybe make it look better. Their D-line's done a pretty good job, especially with the injuries they've taken. But overall, you know, we've still won that aspect as well, technically. Gonna go right back in the middle with another run. Why not? And our left tackle is losing. Who is it? Isn't Colton Miller's been healthy all season, hasn't he? Why is he sucking so much? Or maybe it's the left guard? Like, someone's coming in off the edge free. And there goes Derwin down. Look at Jacobs' second effort gets the first. Potential dagger play, especially with Edwards burning. So Ruggs over and top can actually burn even more potentially. I know Ruggs ran that deeper than I thought. Edwards to the 38-yard line. Yeah, they've just had no answer. They've had a little bit of pressure, but overall they just haven't had the shot. And it's been a pretty close battle, right? Like oh, there we go. Speaking of though, no one's really had any crazy blocking spots other than maybe 1 or 2, right? 3rd and 3 from the 8-yard line. Jacobs again. And Jacobs gets double teamed. Why wouldn't we go for this? 4th and 1. Who would expect a pitch play to a power back? Besides the LA Chargers, of course. Besides them. I forgot who, these guys are experts at that. My bad. Clellan trying to lock it up. And speaking of locking it up, this defense and dropped, almost caught. That could have been a touchdown. That would have, it would have given him a spark. It would have been too late anyways, but maybe a chance. Who knows? Swim move. Clellan! No, he couldn't get it. Herbert with a shimmy step. That was a good play. Obviously, Clellan coming in with the heat. Couldn't round that edge in time. Oh, we're getting doubled up. Damn it. Clellan! Oh, forcing the issue. That guy's a freak. Let's go with the club over. Nope, it's another swim. Kwiatkowski gets burned. Oh, huge hit. Kwiat went low. Abram, as you would expect, went high. Damn, really? Damn, we got hammered. Huge play by Littleton, forcing a 4th and 6. The spin didn't work. Oh, that's a touchdown. Yeah, we had no pressure there. Parham, the big giant, gets the touchdown. Of course, it would take some sort of miracle to win at this point, but, onside kick is where it starts, I suppose. And we're going to go backwards just so we don't get popped. And that will be the dagger. And we beat the Chargers, assuming, some 4 points against business doesn't hold us out. I think we hold on to the 7th seed and we get the playoff berth. I think we do. I think that is the case. And of course, Derek Carr and company definitely happy with the way the season's gone, right? I would assume. 26-14. Pass yards is, kind of even, but rush yards, especially since they had some garbage time stats, but rush yards, we went off. And yeah, let's see what the numbers look like officially. 66.6. The Demon is inside of Carr. Pretty good game, obviously. Rushing 25 for 131, 5.2 per with a touchdown. Kenyon Drake 3 for 31, 10.3. Fumble for Justin Jackson. Receiving, Edwards was solid. Waller was okay. Ruggs, we needed a huge game for him. It was okay, but not what we wanted. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with a decent play. Defensively, Clellan Ferrell with 2 sacks and a bunch of pressures. A pick for Merrick and Amik Robertson. Wait, is Amik Robertson 5'8"? He's even shorter than I thought. Get mossed. Suck it, Mike. God damn. Of course, we did not get our man's breakout, so we're just not even going to look at it, just to not risk a potential cheat from us. Free XP, free dev, any of that stuff. But yes, obviously, a massive win. And we're going to find out right now if we are in the playoffs. Please be in the playoffs. Are we in the playoffs? We are, but it's against Baltimore. That could be a GG already. But we've done it. Barely have done it. I mean, there's so many teams here that were probably right on us there. Once again, the 7th seed got up against the Ravens, who was at the 3rd seed, I think it was. And now that you guys know it's official, we're in the playoffs. We will actually be live streaming the first game, hopefully of many, against the Baltimore Ravens today on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr around 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So check it out. If we lose... it's a little bit of a spoiler. If you're not going to see the stream, I may put the stats and awards with that. But if we win, maybe the stats and awards will be on their own. Maybe Monday or something with some other video. I don't know. But of course, I really appreciate you guys rocking with us for this season. And hopefully we can do some damage in the postseason. And yeah, once again, if you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I really appreciate your continued support. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PKR Plays, which we'll have another video there tonight, actually. And then, once again, Jeromepkr on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!